Welcome to the Michele Roys Show.
Welcome to my podcast. I'm so excited to be able to be here and share a little bit about my story with you. Today we're going to talk about my journey a little bit. And as the following episodes come out, I will be explaining a little bit more about what it is to live like with trigeminal neuralgia and chronic illness. If you're listening to me right now, chances are you're someone that's also facing chronic pain in some form, shape, or another. And I'm sorry. I do want to let you know that I do feel your pain and I understand how difficult it can be. Each and every day making a choice to get out of bed, to participate in life, to do the best you can with the things that come to your way. I decided to make this podcast as a way for me to connect with other people. Sometimes I can feel myself isolating at home, and I know it's not the best thing. So I'm hoping to reach out to you, and I hope you can reach out to me too, that we can share our journeys and help each other to be stronger together, and remember that we're not alone in this journey. So I'm originally from Brazil, but I've been living in Ireland for the past 16 years. I have 2 boys and a beautiful, wonderful husband. And I've been living in Ireland in Limerick, a small little city. Although it's the third biggest city in Ireland, I must say. But in any case, I've been diagnosed with trigeminal neuralgia, and this journey has been about 6 years already. So it's a long journey. So what is trigeminal neuralgia? Well, it's nerve pain, and it's caused by there's 3 branches of your nerves called the trigeminal nerves. From your face is from your 5th cranial nerve, and a lot of times it can be caused by a compression in your nerve, which is my problem. That's my cause, or a tumor, or MS, or different things, or a virus, as when I was first diagnosed, was with a virus. But it's pain. It's a really, really strong pain that it's even hard to describe. It's like lightnings across your face. You feel like shards of somebody literally cutting your face open. You can have a burning sensation, or you can have the crawling ant sensations. There's various different types of sensations that comes along with it. But one of the things that it does do is cause a lot of pain, a lot of fatigue, sometimes a little bit of brain fog. So it is difficult, yet I look fine. Look at me. And I get this so much. It's very difficult, especially living with an invisible illness, to have this situation. You look perfectly fine, and yet your body is struggling, and you are struggling, one, to cope mentally and physically, and the other one to just continue going. So what do you do in the midst of all that? Well, for me personally, I really, really depend on God. And for me, He has been a source of my strength, my health, my joy, and then the Bible says that God is your strength. God is your rescue. And for me, He has been my refuge, my strength, and has been helping me to keep going, to make the decision and choice to participate in life once again, and to find joy in the smallest little things, to observe things more. So I look outside, I see the beauty of God's creation, the birds, the trees. Have you stopped to notice the leaves? The little veins of every single trace in a leaf, and the perfection of that? It's wonderful. When I'm able to do that, it takes away from me feeling my pain, because I'm not focused on my pain. And I'm not saying that you should be doing any of that. I'm just trying to express how I've been helping myself and managing living with a chronic condition for the past 6 years. So I've gone through a different, a roller coaster, to say the least. And I will be unpacking that in the next episodes to come. My journey, being diagnosed, going to several doctors and experts, and exams and tests and scans and MRIs, and you name it, I did it. And then also trying a lot of holistic therapies so that I could find something that suited me. And then this, I think, is one of the main messages I want to be able to bring out for people, is that we need to find what suits us, because our bodies are so different. Our bodies are unique. We're perfectly uniquely made. And what works for one might not work for us. And then our job is to find out what works for us, what sits well with us, and what is it that our body, our mind, and our soul is seeking. I know for me, being a type A personality, very, very driven, very ambitious, it was very hard for me to stop, to accept I was ill, to accept I needed to tend for my body, and to take care of myself again. And that brought on so much in my journey. Brought on unpacking, unlayering, unraveling, as they call it as well, of understanding who I was, who I am as a person, as an individual. What are the things that I like or dislike? Why is my body feeling this disease? Why is your body feeling diseased? What is something that you might be going through or experiencing right now that maybe you're not open to it? What are things that you're probably going through and you're causing yourself more disruption because you don't want to look at it? Like me, I'm very good at keeping myself occupied or busy, listening to do things or podcasts or books, which are good, but at the same time can take away from my time with me, my time with learning. What does Michele want? What does Michele need right now? What is her soul asking for that she's ignoring? Because whatever you resist persists. That's very true. I don't know who said that, but I really, really do agree with that. And so I want to reach out to you, my friend. Whatever you're going through today, ask yourself, am I getting busy for something? So I'm ignoring something else that maybe my body is trying to tell me? Or maybe you're not. Maybe you're just going through it and going through the motions. But I know that deep down inside, you want to feel whole again. And I do want you to feel whole again. While my body is still having the different ups and downs, with not only with the pain, especially now that we're coming into winter, it really does affect my body and I feel a lot more pain. You can also find joy. You can also smile again. You can also find gratitude and gratefulness and a heart filled with love once again. And that's what I want for you. And that's what I want for this podcast. I want to speak to you, just wherever you are. If you're lying down in bed because you can't get up, if you're in the hospital and having to wait for another appointment, take me with you. Let me speak to you because I know God is speaking to you and He wants to help you through it all. You're not alone in this journey. There's so many like me who are struggling right now and like you. And if we're able to share our stories and let people know that we are actually struggling, it will make it easier for us. And we're giving permission to other people to open up about their stories as well. So the point of the message here is 1, look around you. Know that you're not alone. 2, reach out to God. Let Him be your guide. And 3, show compassion and kindness to others because we never know what people are facing. They might look perfectly fine on the outside, but their body is crumbling and they're struggling. I know for myself, that's one of the things that's very difficult to deal with, is that you look just fine. My upcoming book is going to be exactly that. It's called But You Look Just Fine. My journey to rediscover joy through chronic pain and invisibleness. So I really hope you can tune in. And if this message has resonated with you, please subscribe, send it to somebody, share it, and let them know that we're here for them. I'm praying for them. And I would love to hear from you as well. What are you going through? What's going on in your personal life? I'd love to hear about people's stories and how they're overcoming and what they found that caused them to be joyful once again. And we're going to be exploring all of that in the next few episodes. I'm going to be unpacking a little bit more about my story. I just touched through it and I just want to be able to get this out because it's a promise I made for myself to share my story. We have a responsibility to share our stories so that other people can also bring in their lights. And if we share our light, then everybody will have their light. So we can't be hiding under the bushel. And this is what I'm learning and something that I hope you can do it too. Jen Gottlieb is somebody I follow and she is very good. She has a book called Be Seen and she talks about this and I really, really took it to heart. And I feel that my journey of pain and as hard as it has been, it also is a journey of rediscovering and it is a journey of reconnecting. And I'm very grateful that I've been going through all of this, even though it has been very difficult to not be able to go to work, to not know how my day is from one day to the next. for not knowing the pain intensities I will be having, but it has brought me to know more about me. It has brought me to reconnect with myself in a deeper way that I wouldn't have otherwise. So with that, I will be keeping these ones short, both for my sakes and for your sake as well. I just hope you can enjoy. Have a lovely day or evening, whatever you are, wherever you are in this globe, and I'll love to hear from you. May God bless you and keep you. Lots of love. Thank you.
This was the Michele Roys Show.